Hey everybody, Boxing Bow here. First I want to go, and that's for my buddy, Triple B. He does it all the time, and it's not cheesy, man. It's yours, you own it, I enjoy it, I love it. I'm going to touch on a few things today. One is, let me get this guy out. Where you at, buddy? There you are. Okay. This is my striped albino cash. He's shed out. As you guys can see, he looks absolutely just gorgeous. Love this guy. Definitely one of my favorite carpet pythons. Say that about all my snakes, as you guys know. Now let's touch on, he's just striped, you know, and he's just gorgeous. You can't help it. I love anything striped. Boas, carpets, any striped snake I'm into. I own a lot of different stripes, so I definitely enjoy it. Definitely one of my favorites. Now, I'm going to touch on a subject about unknown, mixed, and pure. Okay, now, an unknown is when you go buy a snake and you don't know what it is. You know what species it is, but you have no clue what it is. That's a true unknown. And when you have a snake like that, don't breed it. I'm sorry, you just don't. It's just like you see in the newspaper, you see all these dog breeders and things like that, and they're backyard dog breeders. They have no clue what their dogs are. They're mixes and things like that. And what I mean by mixes, like, they're just like a Rottweiler to a Great Pyrenees. They have no clue what else is in them dogs. And it's the same thing goes with snakes. If you don't know what is in your snake, then don't breed it, because if you're wanting to sell, you're gonna have a hard time finding a home for them, because no one's gonna want to buy them, because no one's gonna know what they are. You know, I see a lot of this on forums lately, people saying, "What's my snake?" You know what? If you don't know, we're not going to know. We can guess, but sorry, you know, so just keep that in mind, you know, and that's why it's so important to get your snake from a reputable breeder like I do with mine. There's nothing wrong with getting an unknown snake, but don't sit there and ask people, "What's my snake?" because no one's going to know. Enjoy that snake for what it is. It's a pet. It's going to be a great pet. There's nothing wrong with it. But don't breed it, because you don't know what's in it, and, you know, just don't. Just enjoy it for what it is. A wonderful pet that you're going to enjoy for the rest of its life. You know, so just keep that in mind. Also, I'm going to put, you know, an important thing that people don't realize is snake records, okay? Now I keep mine. I used to keep records really good like this, and just a notebook paper. I'd write down sheds, feeds, you know, who didn't eat, things like that. Now I went to an automated system, computer system. A lot of people are like, "Well, I don't have, you know, 30 plus snakes," or whatever it is. You know, even if you have 10 snakes, 5 snakes, there's different programs out there. It makes it so much easier. You're not writing down all the time. It's a lot easier, and I recommend it. I enjoy it. I'm glad I went to that. Saves me time. Also, you know, I know with every single snake what's in it. You know, talking about documented, like, say it's a mix, okay? This guy's a striped. So if I went to his page, I'm not on his page, but I'll just go to Rainbow's page since I'm on it. She 62.5% Darwin, 23.5% Eringia, and 14% coastal. So, you know, it's important that you know the lineage of your snake, what percentage, if you do have a mixed snake, what percentage is in those mixed snakes, so that way you know what you have. And then that way it's documented. Also, the cool thing about him is I know who his parents are, I know who his grandparents are, and things like that. You know, I can go back and find all that, and that's what's great about going with a reputable breeder. You know, so keep that in mind. You know, just those are important things to think about. You know, when you get a snake, I understand there's some snakes on there on Craigslist and stuff that you can get cheap. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, don't think it's something it's not. It's not going to be some, oh, I think I have this new, no. You know what, it's this, and that, no one's going to know, so just enjoy it for what it is. You know, just keep that in mind. I'm going to get another snake out. I'm going to go with a boa here. Put him away. Alrighty, here we go. Here goes Prada, guys. She's my super stripe. As you can see, she just shed out, and that is just amazing. I love anything striped, and yeah, that is phenomenal. Now, once again, I can go back to her document here. This is just all I keep this record for now is just as a backup, as far as like birth dates, who I got them from, when I got them, things like that. So I do still write things down. Don't think I don't, because you could always have a computer mess up, things like that. But she's from Connolly Herps. Great guy. Highly recommend him. My albino I got was from Constrictors Northwest at Lily. But she comes from Connolly Herps. She's, like it says right here, she was born 6/8, 2014. Female, and I have her paperwork too. That's another cool thing. A lot of good breeders will send paperwork, as far as like, I got, just recently I got 2 snakes from Jag Pro. And he sent me their documents as far as like lineage, and he also sent me their feeding chart and things like that, and that's really helpful. Same thing with these guys. When I got these guys, I got a feeding chart as far as like when they ate, when they shed, things like that. But she's a possible super stripe. Obviously, she's a super stripe. Now, a super stripe is recessive. I have a male named Devil, so obviously Devil and Prada. You know, and he's also a super stripe, not as good as her. There's also ones that are way better. So once I breed those two together, I should get even better super stripes. So that's something to look forward to down the future. And that's another thing, guys. When you're thinking about investing in a snake or anything like that, you got to go with what you like. Just don't go with a trend. For me, I love anything striped, so I got into the super stripes. I think they're just phenomenal. It's going to take me some time to get her up to size. I'm willing to wait. I don't mind. I'm willing to put in that work. That's another thing, guys. Don't just rush in thinking you're going to make all this money and things like that. You're going to end up burning yourself out. Find something that you're passionate about and that you're into. For me, it's stripes. So this is something that is a long-term project. I'm not talking about just making more super stripes and better super stripes. I'm also thinking, okay, one day down the road, I'm going to get, when I breed her to Devil, I'm going to get super stripes. I'm going to get hit super stripes. And then it's like, okay, what can I put those into? And there's another, 3, 4, 5, 10-year I mean, this project, this one recessive project, is a lifetime project for me. I mean, and that's the thing. People want to hurry up and get these adult snakes or get this. Oh, I gotta have this co-dominant, and it's like, oh, just take your time, enjoy it. I mean, she's not even close to breeding size. She's, probably a good 2, maybe 3 years away. And I'm already thinking about on down the line, 5, 6, 7 years from there. So it's definitely exciting. So take your time, guys, and do your research. Do your research. I saw a post today on Facebook where this guy goes, I want to get this zebra, but me and a couple other guys recommended he go with a breeder named Nick Mutton. Nick Mutton is a world-class carpet python breeder, first-class guy. You'll be hard-pressed to find someone more knowledgeable in carpet pythons. Now this guy goes, I'm not going to send my money to some stranger and da-da-da-da. So instead he's going to get some crappy zebra off some pet store site, and he's like, well, I'm going to offer him $400. You know what? when you do those types of things and you ask for help and then people want to give it to you and you don't want to listen to more experienced keepers, you know, that's your own detriment. I mean, go with a reputable breeder. I mean, I don't care if you have to pay $100 more, $200 more, or whatever. At least you know you're going to get a healthy animal. You're going to get an animal that's been well taken care of. You're going to get good lineage. You're going to get a documented animal, and you're going to have less problems than you would from a pet store. So just keep those types of things in mind. When you ask for help and a more experienced keeper gets it, I got someone upset the other day. I'm going to get Cash back out in just a minute. Ugh. Bear with me, guys. Ah, he went to bite me. He went to bite because he's hungry, but now he's fine. See, that's the thing. You can't be scared. I went, ah, he went to bite me because I think it's funny when they do that. Once you get him out, he's fine. They got carpet pythons. Remember, have a huge food response. You know, so once they're out, they're good. But when you go to get them out, they will tend to open mouth. He didn't actually strike at me. He just went to open mouth like, or is it food? That's what I love about these guys. Always looking for food. Makes it fun. Oh, just enjoy it. But like I'm gonna go back. There's a guy that posted the other day and he was talking about what is this, and now he's also breeding and things like that. Now, a lot of us guys gave him good advice. He don't want to hear it. He wants to sit there and say we're know-it-alls, and he wants to start name calling, and he wants to start saying how not just me but another person think we know everything, and and that's not true. I don't know anything. I know what I know, but I mean, I'm still learning. You know, and that's the thing. If you don't want an answer to more experienced keepers, then don't ask the question. Because sometimes you're going to get answers to things you may not want to hear. I know I've gotten into discussions with more what people call purists in carpet pythons, and they don't believe in what I have here, mixes. But you know what? I listen to them. I respect what they have to say. They've been doing it a lot longer than I have. They're a lot more experienced than me. And why I can disagree with this person or that person, I'm going to listen to what they have to say because I'm trying to learn and grow. So when someone tells you something that the truth that you might not want to hear, don't get upset. Don't get angry. Listen to what that person has to say. You don't have to agree with that person, but respect what they have to say, because it doesn't matter if they've been doing it for 20 years or 6 years. You can always learn something. So when someone gives you an answer that you might not want to hear, don't start name calling. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Respect what they have to say. Listen to what they have to say and grow from that. You know, and that's how you learn. So, you know, there's just a bit of an update to my snakes, a little bit of a rant, no big deal. I'm not going to name call anybody or anything like that. But I just want to say, you know, thank you to all my subscribers. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, and hopefully you guys had a happy New Year. And we'll continue doing these videos, me and my family will. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, don't be afraid to ask. You know, I'm always available to answer things. So anyway, this is Box and Boa and Cash. You guys have a good day. Peace.